Space, the final frontier. Maybe. How about this space? Between the ears. So this is where I make most of my explorations. You can see, of course, I have my books, my tools, my technologies. I can access my digital resources and tools, as well as my communities and networks that I learn with. And some might call this my personal learning environment. I call it my personal learning universe. Or even bigger than that, space. So I like to share my space too. Hi, I'm Crissman, your instructor for ECI 521, Learning Through Literature with Young Adults. And it's got to be the most exciting exploration I make each year. I'm really looking forward to it. Let's take a brief tour of the learning spaces we'll use for our course. The space we'll launch from is our wiki. From here we'll begin to use other free Web 2.0 and Web 3D tools. I make it a goal to model the use of free tools so you can envision the possibility for your own classes. From here we'll use VoiceThread for mini podcast commentaries, Google Docs for electronic portfolios, YouTube for publishing bookcasts, and a host of other tools that you'll personally select for communicating, collaborating, and creating. To get started, I'd suggest going to the course sitemap to learn how the space is organized, read over it, and get a good feel for the navigation. Then you should go to how the course works. And one really helpful item here is the course mind map. Let me zoom in on this. You'll see that we begin with funds of knowledge, a sort of a self-assessment, looking at what you already know about the course goals. And then, of course, we'll do a post at the end to reflect on your progress. Weekly activities and action items revolve around basically 3 projects: evaluating literary quality of young adult literature. We'll have the Prince and Melinda Awards. Those are exciting. Project 2 is Trends and Issues in Learning Through Literature with Young Adults. And then Project 3, Virtual Author Study with Melina Morchetta. That's going to be great. Stone Soup is, as the story would suggest, contributions that you make via your personal learning environment or space, via social bookmarking or tweeting or blogging. Then the Action Learning Project, it's an inquiry project into some aspect of learning through literature with young adults that really resonates with you and is relevant for your teaching or future teaching. And then the Reflective Assessment Portfolio, it's weekly reflections and self-assessments on progress made toward the course goals. So, in a nutshell. Also, you'll find on this page more about the course framework, about the standards-based information, and the all-important syllabus. Now, as you look through this, if you have a question, I'd suggest that you go to Live the Questions forum, and it's just using the Wikispace discussion forum. And here you can leave questions for the group and for me, and also respond to questions that other group members have. It's sort of our collective consciousness here. Or you could tweet. If you're new to Twitter, or any of these other tools I've mentioned, this is a new frontier for you, then I hope the course will serve as sort of a sandbox for new technologies and new literacies. Then it can help you develop your own personal learning space. Now, new literacies may include blogging. Here are the course blogs, and you'll find the Bookhenge blog, which is the course blog for group discussion, serve as sort of a class bulletin board, and a scrapbook. You'll also register your own course blog here and see those of others in the group. To keep up with the blogging and the tweeting, go to the conversations page and you'll see that we actually have a daily newsletter Bookhenge Daily, with tweets that refer to young adult literature from our class and from everybody else, all the tweeps who are tweeting. There's a link to the Bookhenge Twitter feed, and there's something called Net Vibes Dashboard, where you'll find every reference to the Bookhenge on the web will show up here. So that's pretty exciting. Let's see. Let me get rid of this one. So from this clearinghouse on young adult literature, we'll go back to the assessments here. And this I've already spoken about, the reflective assessment portfolio, but here you'll find all the project specs and the relative grade equivalents. So that'll be helpful. Then under content creation, this is really the heart of the course. I've designed some activities for each topic that I think will give you a lot of autonomy, so you can create artifacts that really resonate with you and are relevant for you and, again, your future teaching. You'll see a weekly theme here, and then links to information that I call transmission and activities for transacting and perchance to transform. Now let's go to our personal learning space, and here you'll find lots of tools for collaborating, creating, curating scholarship with tutorials, and then to learn perhaps who best to collaborate with on various projects, let's go to class trading cards. Here you'll find both a funds of knowledge inventory synthesis, which is you'll actually see sort of at a glance various interest and experience and mastery of goals that we have listed in our funds of knowledge, and there'll be sort of a nice synthesis matrix here. Also, there is a just sort of getting to know us at a glance. We use a ridiculously easy tool called Wall Wisher to create these, well, trading cards, which are very cool with your Twitter bio elevator speech. Okay? Now, these artifacts that you'll create, that we collaborate, create, and contribute, which is sort of our class mantra, will be shared through the gallery. This is where we'll post our bookcast and our action learning projects and our live events that are archived. Live events, that's right. We'll meet real time, live for seminars, book clubs, and special programs that we'll produce from the Bookhenge. The Bookhenge? Let's go to the Bookhenge. Welcome to the Bookhenge, our virtual immersive learning space. Sitting around the fire pit, we'll contemplate young adult literature, its trends and issues, screen your bookcast, share action learning projects, and we'll do it all within your personal learning space. Space, the next frontier.